Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just coming into Bitcoin, big on the CoinsKid crew. So the CBI came all the way down to here, around about 2, wasn't it? We were keeping an eye on this on the way down. All the way down to 2 and absolutely bounced out of there. Like it did there, came to 2, it came to 1 I think in that area as well. Look at that, beautiful bounce at the minute. So, we can't ignore this at the moment. It's looking a little bit like this. If it continues to take off, then Bitcoin's bullish. And way down here, when it was in the floor and everyone was really depressed, was the absolute optimal entry point. Like I said to you, opportunity never feels like opportunity. So we'll keep an eye on this, CBI going forward. If you come up and down, if it gets to 2 again, I would think about buying at that point as well. So anyway, let's jump into the charts right now and see what we can see. So looking at Bitcoin on the monthly chart, unfortunately, what we've done here, we've put in something called a doji candle. Now this doji candle, I think it's a long-legged doji, to be honest with you. It might just be a neutral standard doji. It's a neutral candlestick pattern. Okay, if this was down here, this would have been called a gravestone doji or a shooting star. Basically, it's a massive trend reversal signal. At the minute, this candle represents indecision. Okay, so you can see it's very flat with a long leg at the top and a long leg at the bottom. So for me, it's possibly a neutral or if not a long-legged doji at the minute. But right now, we have to pay attention to the charts. Bitcoin's come down. It's not lost that low where I put my stop loss yesterday, and it's had a lovely little pump and potentially a follow through here. So come the end of March, what we definitely need to see here for Bitcoin is not a massive retracement, losing all these lows. It's just a breakout and a close above these levels of resistance again for Bitcoin. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. Let's dive into the other chart right now. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, then I think that what we've got at the minute, I've got massive leg of resistance just there, and this is exactly where we're finding resistance at the minute. But what we've got is some kind of price compression. We have broken out of a massive bullish pattern here, a reversal pattern like this. Like I said to you, once you break out of this, run into resistance, fall back to support, that's your go signal. Holding that neckline support, looking to continue. Okay, so the technical break target of this particular pattern right now is Bitcoin retracing to 46,000 and equally the all-time high, because this is what you do on these breakout targets. Okay, once you break out, you get a full retracement. These are your targets of a reversal pattern of basically a falling wedge, and equally, you've got the rising wedge, and the breakdown is always where you form the wedge, and you will find support on each point of contact on the way back down. This is the way it works. Okay, so anyway, aside from that, we are breaking out, we're falling back to neckline support, so we have to respect that, what Bitcoin's doing at the moment. Okay, so at the minute, we have to be a little bit bullish, don't we? Because we're coming up into resistance, consolidating between the EMAs, looking for the continuation. It's until we start to lose the support that we've got to be bearish. So at the minute, we're looking to come up. We're looking to break this resistance. So at the minute, I think that, any dips are for buying, not necessarily for crying. And this is why yesterday, I did put my money where my mouth is. I did put my stop loss on that low, and I did buy Bitcoin, and I've rode it up, and it's been a beautiful trade, okay? It's been a beautiful move. We didn't quite get the pump I was looking for, but it was a good pump regardless. But anyway, Bitcoin's breaking out. It's falling back to neckline support. At the minute, it's on a knife edge, isn't it? It is a coin toss, 50-50. Are we going to break to the upside, or are we going to lose support and come back down to the downside, obviously? Now, if we do come down and Bitcoin hasn't actually bottomed, then I would be looking to load up on this trend line, wherever it is in time, okay? But what we've done here, we've got 1, 2, 3 points of support, 1, 2, 3 points of resistance, where we've broken the third point of resistance, which I always look for as a minimal resistance break, boom. Fell back to neckline, looking to continue. So right now, Bitcoin is actually in a technical target to 46,000 and a full retracement to the all-time high until you have something called a throwback back into this resistance and start to come down again. So obviously, I can't call it. I don't know what Bitcoin's going to do. I've not got a crystal ball. It's all about support and resistance. This is what I relay to you every day on the channel. If we see a breakdown right now, if we start to come back down and we lose all this structure support, if we start to see closes below the weekly EMA, it's bearish, and we're going to start to create another impulsive move to the downside. And all you got to do is come to your charts, drop this trend line, and this is where you'll find support for Bitcoin down the line if it's not actually bottom yet. It really is that simple, okay? But we're breaking out, so we've got to respect that. We've got to respect what Bitcoin's doing. It's breaking out. It's fell back to the neckline support. So you're looking for the technical break target until you're not. And I've always said this. The pattern that's in play is valid until invalidated away. The pattern is a falling wedge with a retracement to 46,000 and then a full retracement to the all-time high. So we have to respect that. And that's exactly what Bitcoin's doing. So let's dive into the hourly chart right now. So just before I show the hourly chart as well, what we're looking at here, the 5-day time frame, the close is 12 hours 57 minutes away. If we can get a close above that median line, that is historically a really strong signal for Bitcoin, okay? So what we're getting here, between the median line and the support of the EMAs coming up as well, is some kind of price compression leading to expansion. So obviously, I can't call it. If we pop, fantastic. If we drop, we've got key levels of support that we need to see held for Bitcoin to invalidate another impulsive move to the downside, and obviously hold that falling wedge that we've broken out of as well. So we've got literally 12 hours to get our ass back above that level just there. That current level of resistance is 23802. We're currently trading at 23788, so it's really, really close. If we do get a continuation and a break here, I'd be more biased saying 100% your bottom's in on the 5-day time frame, and historical data shows us that you're in a massive impulsive move looking to take out the top end of the Gaussian. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on this close that's coming. Basically, I'll keep you updated tomorrow. Okay, let's dive into the hourly chart right now. Okay, so yesterday, like I said to you, I think that we've got a little pump in front of us because what we did here, we pierced this low, okay, with this impulsive move or corrective move, obviously. And right now we've got this big ABC that come in, and right now we're loading another impulsive move here for Bitcoin. So one thing that we've done here is pierce this local high. So this could actually be the start of another impulsive move to the upside, or obviously a corrective move. So at the minute, what I've done, I've moved my stop up from this 1 fib right now to that low, because this is your key low of an impulsive move, just like this was your key low of an impulsive move. And this point was retracing, like I said to you yesterday, ladder some bids on the golden ratio and the 702 fib. Look at the double bottom on the 702 fib and then the break. Okay, so one thing that we're doing right now is potentially consolidating under this resistance and above these EMAs right now. So a bearish thing for Bitcoin from this point would be if you start to break down and lose this low. So right now you could go long on Bitcoin with your stop all the way on this low to negate that this is impulsive. Do you understand? And we could trade this next breakout for Bitcoin. Okay, so it's looking pretty good, but one thing we want to see for Bitcoin is taking out that local high. Okay, take out that high. 100% confirms the bottom on every single time frame for me for Bitcoin, and that currently sits at 25267. Take that out, hold it as support. Bitcoin is on its way toward the retracement targets that I've shown you off that falling wedge. Okay, so at the minute we're getting some kind of consolidation, and like I said to you yesterday, when Bitcoin breaks out, consolidates, it really does take off. And this is why if you're long, you just keep moving your stops up, okay, to negate any impulsive move. So right now, move your stop up. If you're long off 702 fib, move your stop up to 23057, because that's your negation of any impulsive move. So if Bitcoin is looking to break here, and you know, whether or not this is an ABC correction back up to the high, or it's the beginning of another impulsive move, we can ride these waves. And this is something we do on the channel on a daily basis. So from here to here, this is where I expect Bitcoin to at least get to, whether or not it's an ABC or an impulsive move. 24415. Okay, hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Remember, you can trade all this. You can go long, you can go short, whatever you want to do. You can do it all on Bybit. Amazing sign up bonuses. Don't be a degen and don't over leverage. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.